JJ here from 22 Explosive Hits. Wanted to just post a quick video of some finds I got yesterday. I was getting my hair cut for Mother's Day. My hair was a little scraggly and it was Mother's Day. I wanted to make sure for the pictures I looked good. So I went and got my hair cut. However, next door was Half Price Books. Who was I not to go in? And it was worth my trip because I did have a couple good finds I want to share. So without any further ado, the first one I found is the Tommy's Who by the actual record by the Who. There's two versions of this, as everyone knows. I have the soundtrack one as well in my soundtrack collection with Elton John doing Pinball Wizard, yada yada yada. This is the original album. This is by Decca. It's in really good shape. Found it for $10. Um, Half Price Books, you just have to scrutinize the quality, is my experience with them. They put out a lot of junk, is my experience. A lot of record stores I go to, I think because they know they have vinyl community, people coming in all the time, a lot more as they scrutinize them. Vinyl is not Half Price Books, it's Focus, it's more books, rare books, those they scrutinize, but the vinyl they tend a lot of times just to throw it out there, look on Amazon or something for what it's going for. So sometimes their prices seem to be really high, or then you find bargains. So I like to always check them out whenever I can, and even find supplies there as well. They do sell from time to time inner sleeves, outer sleeves. Heck, I even have a crate by my foot here that I got from them. I was looking for another one, and they don't have them. That the supplies they get in, I guess, as they get them. They don't. You can't. They don't even know when those trucks are coming in or what's going to be on them when they get their supplies. This is a really good release. Um, Here's a record. I haven't even cleaned it or anything, but from what I can see, it just has scuffs, fingerprints, dirt. But for the most part, I don't really see any scratches on it. It looks really good, some really clean vinyl on the Decca. I did meet the Who for a brief time when I was at Alpine. They came to Alpine Valley in '89 on that tour. A lot of Who fans don't think that's their best tour. That's when they had the horns and all that. Not considered to be one of their better ones, but they were waiting for their limos to come get them because it was too foggy for them to take the helicopters to go to the Lake Geneva resort where they were staying. So it's a good find, solid addition to my collection, and looking forward to listening to it. Next one is a soundtrack. This is the soundtrack to Ladyhawke. It is a really good movie with Michelle Pfeiffer, Rutger Hauer, and Matthew Broderick. It is a story that takes place in medieval times about a spell that a bishop placed on a couple that so they could never see each other again. At night, the man becomes a wolf, and during the day, the female, who's Michelle Pfeiffer's character, turns into a bird. And so the whole idea is that during the day or night, they can't see each other because of this spell. Matthew Broderick and another monk, who I don't know who the actor is off the top of my head, uh, work to get these two to get the spell removed and on them. However, this record was produced by Alan Parsons and engineered by him as well. Those of you who know the Alan Parsons Project, he's also a big. He worked on Dark Side of the Moon, worked on a lot of the Pink Floyd stuff. Very, very solid recording. It was also kind of revolutionary for the time, is my understanding, because it was like a medieval movie that came out, but they didn't use medieval music or just orchestral. It's actually very modern um, keyboards, very modern electric guitars, and it really worked for the movie. If anybody's ever seen it, again, the movie's called Ladyhawke. I've seen it on Amazon. It's part of Warner Brothers Archive uh, Blu-ray collection. If you are interested in getting it, but good find. Looking forward to listening to this. Sure, you'll see this in any soundtrack tags that I put out there. This one's a new important addition to my collection. And here's the back of this record. There's Rutger Hauer on it, a shadow picture of Rutger Hauer on his horse. The next find is why I'm wearing the sweatshirt that I am. I picked to wear for this video is the Superman the movie soundtrack. This is original press from 1978 when this one was released. This one has it was a cutout. I had it as a cutout as well in my collection when I was a kid. And it was because it was Superman, and that theme, dun 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 dun, and the credits go shh. And here's the inner gatefold. which is Superman himself flying. Really, really awesome picture on the inside of Christopher Reeve. Um, and he made, as Richard Donner quotes, made him believe that a man could fly. Also, he really credited, if you're watching the making of Superman documentaries that have been out, he also really believed that the John Williams score was key in not only the special visual effects, but adding to that whole thing of Superman and making him bigger than life. So this is a really good soundtrack to have. Um, it does have the cheesy hit on here. I think it's cheesy. Not one of the best parts of the film overall is it has the sequence on here. If you can read my mind, read by Margot Kidder as they have orchestral music in the background. They played in the movie. I think it's cheesy. See if you agree. It, it, it's kind of jolting when you listen to the whole soundtrack as a whole. Again, here's some more pictures that came on the inner sleeves. I will be preserving these inner sleeves and replacing these before I store this so that I can preserve this as best as I can, this artwork. On the inside, all the photos from the movie. There's more photos from the movie. Him as a young boy. Um, Great flick. Classic Richard Donner. There's many different cuts out there too of this movie. There's the TV version that was released. They just released one like 2 years ago, I think. The Blu-ray of the extended TV version because that had never been released. This was actually kind of forced by fans, motivated by fans. Also, fans were bootlegging the crap out of it, so forced Warner Brothers to actually ante up and do some release. They even did a Superman 2 Richard Donner cut of the movie. If anybody can check that out, it is really good. Yes, some of the special effects, I will agree, are not the best, but it shows what Richard Donner intended the movie to be, not what Richard Lester intended to be. Oops, I said Richard Lester's name. Um, Beatles, I get it, but among Superman fans, his cut is not that. Not that. I've never seen one knock him as a filmmaker. He was comedy. It just didn't really fit for him to do 2 and 3 among the fans. They really kind of wanted Richard Donner to more take that over, but he had a fallout with Puzo, and not with Puzo, excuse me. Puzo's the writer. He had a fallout with the Salkind brothers, who actually produced the film, and so two had to be reshot so that Richard Lester could be the director, and created a lot of controversy. If you can follow it on the internet, um, it's pretty interesting. And now the piece de la resistance, or the presentation of my thing today, is The River by Bruce Springsteen. Got this for $8. Mint. I don't. I wish you could be with me looking at this thing. It is in mint condition. $8 I thought was a steal on this record. It's the non-gatefold version. However, the records are not 180 gram, but it looks like it was from some type of reissue that happened. I saw this on Discogs, brand new mint, going for around $200 when I was doing my research. If I'm wrong in the pressing, or it looks like it's from a Santa Monica pressing. So you Bruce diehard fans out there, I love Bruce, but you diehard fans, if you want to correct me, please. I'm interested in hearing what you have to say in the comments below. So this is the River, the front and back. No scratches, no ring wear, nothing on this record. On this cover, it's great. I'm going to preserve this in my collection. Add it to my Bruce Springsteen vinyl that I do have. Just to show you the record itself. I mean, this thing is clean. Dirt on here. I mean, I've not touched it yet to clean it or to mess with it yet, but this is clean. It's not 180. I can tell by how flimsy it is. But it is. There's record 1. There's record 2. And here's the artwork. Here's one in the inner sleeves that portrays the artwork of the record, that it holds the records inside. Really good photos, really well intact. I'm sure if I put this out for sale, I mean, I know I'll get more than $8. Maybe not $200 like these people are asking for. I know when they go on Discogs, they're asking is not what they actually got for it, but I mean, it gives me some kind of indication of where this was at and what I found. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I don't think half price books, because they deal more in books, they don't always realize sometimes what they have. I've seen it go both ways, where I'm like, why are you charging that much for that record? Everybody has that in my stuff. They're not like local record stores though, where you can negotiate. I've never been successful with negotiating with them. I've tried. Years back, there was a Grateful Dead release that I wanted from them. They were charging brand new what it cost for. I could just go online to buy a brand new, and they wanted for a used one $50 more than what it would cost used. I don't know whoever priced it, but when I tried showing them all my proof, I went online, I showed them everything. They still wouldn't budge on the price, and it sold. I saw it gone, so I assume it sold. But here's the next part of it to go off on that tangent there, and the insert on the inside. I did not see a poster. I know that some releases just came with a poster. Not sure if this one came with a poster as well with this release. But just to say, the music on this one is great. Hungry Heart and Independence Day are on this record. Great cuts. Hungry Heart, I remember listening to when I was a kid, loving that tune. I had it on 45. Um, I was 8, I think, when that record came out. But it's a great hit. It's also a really good version, live version on the 75 to 85 compilation. Plus, I'm sure if you're a Bruce fan, you have all the boots, and there's lots of different live versions of it out there that Bruce has done over the span of time. So that's what I found at Half Price Books just yesterday, and I look forward to hearing your comments, especially on that River release that I found. And I look forward to you posting those comments below. Again, this is JJ22 Explosive Hits. Bye for now.